Hello everyone, welcome back to this Java tutorial series. Today we will talk all about Java operators with some amazing examples. But before proceeding, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to get updates of new videos. And let's start. So, operators in Java. Java provides a rich set of operators to manipulate a variable. Operators are nothing but the symbols in Java that performs a specific operation on many operands. Operands such as x, a, b, it can be anything and returns the output. Before knowing the arithmetic operator, let us know the types of operators we have. So the Java operators are divided into the following groups: arithmetic operator, assignment operator, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise, and etc. We will see them one by one. In this video, first we will discuss the arithmetic operator. Mathematical operations are done by using arithmetic operators. Following table we will see in the next slide that displays all the arithmetic operators supported by Java. Now here assume integer variable a holds value 5 and integer variable b holds value 10, and these are the examples. As you can see, the operator plus adds two operands and it will give you 15. It's just a normal maths. It's very easy to understand. We will see them one by one in this video. So the very first operator is addition operator. So the plus operator or addition operator is used for addition of two numbers. In addition to adding two numbers, the addition operator is also used for string concatenation. That is, it's also used for mathematical purpose as well as to concatenate two strings. The following code demonstrates the addition of two numbers as well as concatenation operation. As you can see, the output you get is 3 and hello world. Hello world is concatenated one and the 3 is mathematical one. The next operator is subtraction operator. This is used for subtracting the second operand from the list. As you can see the code snippet, we are subtracting 12 minus 1 where x value is used and we'll get output as 11. It's simple mathematics. And the next one is multiplication operator. Multiplication operator used for multiply two numbers. It's as easy as that. In following illustration, 12 into 12 gives 24. So the next operation is division operator. Division operator used for divide numerator by denominator and it gives the quotient value. In the following illustration, 12 divides by 2 and the result is 6. The next operator we will talk about is modulus operator. So the modulus operator used to return the remainder of one number divided by another. In following illustration, 13 mod 2 and remainder are 1. If you divide 13 by 2, you will get the remainder as 1 and the modulus operator will give the value of remainder, as you can see in the output. The next operator is increment operator. So the increment operator is unary operator that increments its operand by 1. This operator can be used for both postfix as well as prefix. Now what is postfix? In the postfix form, it evaluates to the value of operand before the increment operation. That is, if you increment the value of x, it will not immediately reflect. Now we'll see the prefix one. In this prefix form, it evaluates to the value of the operand after the incrementation operation. So, in the case 2, you can see as you have incremented it as prefix form, it immediately reflects in the output. So if you want to immediately reflect it in the output, you have to use prefix form. In case 1, the value got printed first and the value incremented, whereas in case 2, the value of x is incremented first and then the value 11 got printed. Difference: in the prefix, the value of variable will get incremented first and then the statement will get executed, whereas in the postfix, the statement will execute with the current value of variable and then the value gets incremented. Understood? Now, decrement operator. It works similar, but it decrement the value. So the operator is also a unary operator that decrement its operand by 1. This operator can be used for both postfix as well as prefix, same as increment operator. In this also postfix form, it evaluates the value of the operand before the decrement operation. Here also you will get two cases. In case 1, the value got printed first and then the value decremented, whereas in the case 2, the value of x is decremented first and then the value 9 got printed. Okay. So the next operator we have is ternary operator. Ternary operator works on 3 operands. It returns a value based on condition that evaluates to either true or false statement. True and false statements are also an expression that you want to evaluate. If the expression is true, it gives true, otherwise it evaluates the expression as false. The ternary operator is also known as conditional operator that evaluates a condition of if then else. We will see the if then else part in detail in future videos. For now, just understand that if statement is used to make a decision based on condition which allow testing a condition. If the condition is true, the code inside if block will be executed and else statement will execute when the condition is false. So here as you can see, condition, expression 1 and expression 2. Ternary operator has these 3 operands. The condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, then expression 1 is returned. If condition is false, then expression 2 will be returned. So in this statement, if first operand is greater than second operand, then x will be assigned with the value true, otherwise x will be assigned with value false. As you can see, 5 less than 4 is not true, so it's returning value as false. This operator allows to returning an output based on multiple conditions. This program will demonstrate the condition based on string data type. As you can see, it is about allowed to vote and not allowed to vote. So in this code, first question mark will check age greater than 18. If it's true, user will get the output allowed to vote. If it's false, then the user will get a output as not allowed to vote. Ternary operator allows you to evaluate two primitive values are equal or not. Okay, so in this example, this program demonstrates very clearly to show the equality operator. If one operand is equal to the second operand, then the user will get output 1, otherwise the user will get output 0. Note this thing, if two primitive values are equal, you must use equal to sign and not just a single equal to. Okay, please remember this. Now the next operator we will talk about is assignment operator. Assignment operator are a binary operator that is used to assign a value of an expression to a variable on the left hand side of the operator. with the result of the value on the right hand side of the equation. In Java, the assignment operators are equal to, plus equal to, minus plus, into equal to, divide equal to, and modulus equal to. There are following assignment operators list supported by Java programming language. As you can see, the first one is simple assignment operator assigns value from right hand side operands to left side operand. Subtract and assignment operator, it subtract the right operand from the left operand and assign the result to left operand. Multiply, it multiplies the same thing. Divide, and same way the modulus one. The simplest assignment operator is equal to. Now we will see the compound assignment operator in Java. Besides the simple assignment operator, there are also various compound assignment operators. For example, the following statement after the declaration of x is equivalent, that is, as you can see, the simple assignment operator and compound assignment operator, if you notice the difference is just the shifting of operands. Now we will see some examples. So in the below statements, we are using compound assignment operator. Here int x equal to 5 is initialization of value and x plus equal to 5 is compound assignment operator and equivalent to x equal to x plus 5. So we will get result as 10. In the next example, we are using compound assignment operator again, but we are using x minus equal to 5, the equivalent to is x equal to x minus 5, and we will get the result as 5. Same way for multiplication, we will get here as x equal to 5x into 5, that is 5 into 5. We will get output as 25. Same way division, and similarly we have done this modulus part where x is x modulus 5. We will get remainder as 0. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this was any way helpful to you, please like and comment your questions or thoughts. And see you in the next video. Stay updated. Keep learning.